Are you cultivating feelings of love, compassion for yourself, for the world around you, or are you just repeating porn images in your mind? Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can manifest your ideal life. If you want to learn more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos. Make sure you get my free ejaculation control course through the link in the video description below. So there becomes an important part in everyone's evolution where you start to graduate, we could say, beyond the experience of lust as being your primary experience of sex. Lust versus love is really, the theme I want to talk about in this video, and how these affect us, how they affect our minds, our bodies, and especially how they affect your sexual cultivation practice, and as a man, your ability to have non-ejaculatory orgasms and more fulfilling sexual experiences. Pretty much all of us were primarily programmed to see sex out of lust, to approach sex from a place of lust. From a young age, we're programmed through media, through movies, through films, through the porn industry to have this very, very low base level expression of sex, where it's this animalistic, pure sexual desire, pure desire to just, hump something and just thrust away and then explode in this ejaculatory orgasm and it's all over, right? This is a very, very limited experience of sex. The quality of lust, obviously it's very tied to the lower chakras, the energy centers in the body, but it has this effect of pulling energy out of you. It's this need to release sexual tension from the body. It's a desire for this animalistic gratification. And lust alone will never ever create a fulfilling sexual experience for you. You may have noticed this, that anytime you're pursuing sex from this animalistic, state, it's never really that fulfilling. You always want more. You always want more and more. And it often gets you into, stickier and stickier situations, right? It's especially difficult to do sexual cultivation, to cultivate your sexual energy, to learn to become a multi-orgasmic man, to have non-ejaculatory and full body orgasms when you're working primarily with the energy of lust. Because this is an energy that does not want to rise up. It does not want to be transformed. It wants to stay where it's at, and it wants to pull more aspects of you into this experience, right? And what I see a lot is even men who, stop watching porn, they release their porn addiction, they're still kind of recreating porn images in their minds with fantasy, right? So us men, we've been really programmed to scatter our sexual energy out into the world around us, obviously directly through ejaculation, but also on a more subtle level through fantasy. We tend to project ourselves onto women. We tend to see an attractive woman and kind of penetrate her on a subtle level with our forced sexual energy, right? So this programs you to always be just releasing sexual energy from your body, and eventually causes depletions and, kind of weird energetic entanglements and karma as well. So let's talk about the quality of love, activating the heart center. The heart center, in a lot of ways, is our emotional and spiritual center. It is the space from which we are able to connect to the world around us. The heart, when it is open and activated, it creates a very powerful electromagnetic field. It's 10 times stronger, 10 times more energy output than your brain. This is the power of the heart. So when your heart is open, when you're feeling, love, you're feeling compassion, you're feeling connection with another human being, resonance, it has this quality of opening you up. It opens up your body. And when you're having a sexual experience that's rooted in a heart connection, it becomes much easier and almost natural for you to, first of all, have ejaculatory control, because it's lust that triggers ejaculation, overstimulating sexual thoughts. But the quality of love, that quality of connection, that quality of resonance with another being, it opens you up. The electromagnetic field of the heart is this toroidal shape. It's this infinite spiraling out and gathering back in of energy. So it's this pattern of exchange versus, the lust pattern of sex is this shooting it out into the world, it's gone. But the loving exchange of sexual energy is this toroidal field. It comes out and it gathers back within you. Exchange it with your partner, it comes back to you. It's a loop. So as a man, if you're struggling with issues like premature ejaculation, sexual dysfunction, you're unable to experience higher levels of orgasm, non-ejaculatory orgasms, then I think it would be really good to look at this pattern in your life. Say, what is my expression of sex? What is my gravitation towards the experience of sex? Is it coming from a place of lust? Am I always fantasizing about these sexual images that I saw on a screen? Or am I primarily connecting from a space of love, a space from my heart? And this is whether you're with someone else or, solo cultivation, whether you're self-stimulating, notice, where's your mind? Are you cultivating feelings of love, compassion for yourself, for the world around you, or are you just repeating porn images in your mind? And this makes a huge difference in, your path, your spiritual evolution, but of course your sexual evolution as well, and your ability to truly transmute sexual energy into something usable, something that allows you to create with divine intention instead of just turning into a horny, aggressive, sex maniac, right? So this is really, really important when you're practicing sexual kung fu, when you're practicing sexual cultivation. A common pattern I've seen is for men to learn these sexual skills, it kind of boosts their ego, and then they go out and try to find women just to sleep with, seduce, from a place of lust, just to kind of pull out their sexual energy, and charge themselves up. So it kind of gets into this weird Darth Vader sort of outlet, right? And from my own experience personally, I've found that when I'm in a space of deep heart connection, deep resonance, deep openness with my partner, then ejaculation control is very effortless. It's easy to not only have this ejaculatory experience of sex, it's easy to draw the energy up. It's easy to get into these full body, powerful states of orgasm. However, I've noticed that whenever, I was coming from a less heart-centered space, we could say, right? Or if my mind was very focused on, overly sexual thoughts and images, then it made it much more difficult for me to control ejaculation, very difficult to experience full-body orgasms, because again, that quality of lust, it wants to pull your energy out. When you're only functioning in the space of lust, it's almost inevitable for that type of sexual experience to end an ejaculatory orgasm. And I'm not trying to say that it's wrong to have sexual thoughts, your sexual desires. That's not the point of this video. What I'm trying to say is that there's a difference between being anchored in this animalistic, lust versus being anchored in a space of love and connection. And you can use this heart connection as an anchor to connect with that, pure, raw, physical attraction and desire, to lift up the vibration of that lust, transmute it into something much more beautiful, right? And so what this looks like is having a deep heart connection to your partner, primarily a deep space of love, but also, appreciating the beauty of their physical form, that raw physical attraction, feeling that, but allowing that to be transmuted in the space of love to a much, much more powerful experience. It's hard to put this stuff into words, but this has been my experience. And so my challenge for you is to really look at this pattern in your life. Do you find yourself always kind of objectifying women? Do you find yourself always having these very low vibrational thoughts and projecting these things onto the people around you? So catch yourself when you're doing this and say, okay, this is the pattern I've, done for most of my life, but I can change it. What if I bring my awareness to my heart center and I feel this unconditional love and compassion for this person? What does that do to that raw physical desire I'm feeling? It starts to create something a bit more harmonious. So something that's a bit more digestible for both of you, because every thought, every feeling you have, it creates this ripple in the world around you, whether you're aware of it or not. And yes, these things can be very subtle, but sometimes, that ripple can grow into a tidal wave. So it's very, very important, especially at this time in the world we're living in right now, to manage your thoughts, to manage your mind, to be aware of what forces are driving you, what qualities of energy are driving you, what center in your body are you functioning primarily from. If you're stuck in your lower centers of your body, like 90% of humanity, then you're going to be an animal your rest of your life. It's difficult to get into heightened states from this base level. But when you can lift your assemblage point, so to speak, your center, to this heart-based connection, this heart-based experience of reality, still incorporate the lower centers. This is the whole key. You're not trying to cut these centers off like a lot of spiritual paths talk about. It's about integrating everything and primarily moving from a space of love and connection, which raises the vibration of everything else you're working with. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to accelerate your personal, sexual, and spiritual evolution, check out my 12-week course, Multi-Orgasmic Man. I'll put more information in the description of this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Have a great day, my friends.